I'm calling it right now. This is a queen.
No queens.
I will literally tip you $20,000.
9-3.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, we are watching some of the biggest names of the internet world battle it out as I speak for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm going to give you some of the rundowns of some of the sickest hands that I've seen. It is honestly so exciting. I'm a big part of the poker world. I love the poker world and seeing so many eyes be on it. Some of the biggest names in the internet culture collectively getting together and putting poker in the forefront of television. It's glorious to see it. You love to see it. We watched chess in lockdown times. We watched it get its boom and we were happy for them. You know, we watched them get all their limelight attention. We were so happy for them. But now it's our time. Our time. We have the more exciting game. What are you gonna do? Get Mr. Beast to play for $300,000 in chess? Get out of here. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Charlie Carrel. If you're wondering why I have some of the authoritative chutzpah to be able to commentate on these, a little brief background of who I am. I turned $50 into many, many millions of dollars playing poker from the ages of 19 to 25. I'm now 28, it's kind of semi-retired. But I still teach, I still make content. Now most of my attention is being put towards a charity that I'm starting and launching this year. Very exciting, but I'm not going to be talking about that now. Now we're going to be talking about Mr. Beast straddling to $25,000, or 25.6K. Let's get into it. So Mr. Beast straddles to $25,600. As I mentioned, I think he'd be doing a lot of straddling up to this point. I've watched a few of the hands. I don't think he's done anything as much as this. First decision is kind of a sad sight to see. Ludwig in the small blinds has the option to go for the call option. He's either allowed to call or fold. Of course, he's throwing his queen six in the muck. Interestingly enough, you can think about what hands might be worth going in here with. I would say probably anything ace 7 off and above. Maybe any suited ace, like ace deuce suited, any pocket pair above 3s, maybe 4s and above, maybe 3s and above. King queen suited, king jack suited, king 10 suited, so many good hands. You do still have the whole table to get rounds, so you have to have a pretty good hand because you're definitely not getting any folds when you're calling all in. But obviously queen 6 in the muck. What else we got?
6,000. Oh, it's 26,000
folding as well.
You straddled 26,000.
A couple of trashy hands find their way into the muck as well, and now we have a decision as Phil Hellmuth in the first straddle, and I believe that he should have 3 people ahead of him, and this is actually an extraordinarily easy decision. Now I know $50,000 in ace 8 offsuit isn't usually a likely candidate, but when it's only 2 straddles worth, in fact almost exactly 2 straddles worth, it is not even close with only a few people ahead. What are the chances that somebody picks up better than ace 8 offsuit with only 3 people behind you? It's pretty damn low. It's pretty damn low. So Phil would also be going in here with any ace, so any ace deuce offsuit. Any suited king should probably also be getting it in as well. A lot of hands like queen 9 suited should be going in there. So maybe 10-9 suited should be going in there. I actually don't think Phil would be as wide as he ought to be in this kind of spot. He does seem to be a little bit too cautious when it comes to these all-in moments, and he hasn't studied the maths as much as a lot of other players. But this, even for Phil, even for anybody, this is such an easy decision. Get your money in, Phil.
I'm all in.
Phil's all in.
That's 55,000.
And this is something I expected maybe the first hand, but
Ninja gets out the way like a good boy. And Alexandra Botez, the queen of chess content. I've watched quite a lot of her content, and I really, really enjoy the content of her and her sister. I'm about at her sister's level, maybe a 100 or 200 points under. I like setting my bars of how good I can get at chess. I started just before lockdown, based on which streamers I can try and compete with. So I'm not quite at Alexandra's level. She's very, very good at what she does. But now she's in the poker realm, and she has so far in this cash game been absolutely annihilating people. You can see she's sitting on a $320,000 stack. And she's got a decision. There are now 2 people ahead of her, and she has to decide whether to put in an extra $50,000 with 2 people ahead and 1 person already all in with ace-9 offsuit. Now, this is one of the hands that's going to be around the cusp. And by cusp, I mean, if we mathematically laid out all the hands that would be profitable for her to call or go all in here, one of the worst hands that she should probably put in the money with is ace-9 offsuit. Ace-8 offsuit is also going to be in there. Ace-7 offsuit's going to be close to a fold. It's probably going to be a fold. So this is actually a very, very tough decision. And I will be pretty impressed if she makes it, because she wasn't punting around like the others. She made some pretty bad plays because she's not a professional, but she wasn't just burning money like some of the other people on this table. So let's see what she does.
I call.
There's a call.
Oh, are you trying to do the chips? Yeah.
I would just like to comment that Phil Hellmuth sounds very actively nervous in this point.
You don't know what your
You
cards
owe me.
are.
You know what? You owe me, Botez. So I don't mind if you call. If you were, you know.
26?
Yeah.
What about
You're taking advantage of our stupidity. I'm so happy you just said that.
what about a
Dude, that's literally like, dude, why would you all in? What do you mean? He's not gonna call 26,000.
20K family pot? All right.
Wait, how much do you have?
About 50 bucks.
Well,
Alex is here.
I believe the term is pot committed.
You think? Kebab ordering time.
Alex in the tank with ace-9. We can see she's got Phil beat.
Next try it.
Now, one of my specialities in poker is being able to read people at the table. It's kind of my thing. Now, the way that he just spoke to Alexandra Botez, it was just oozing nervousness. It was like that fake confidence that I actually wouldn't have expected it from Phil, but I guess it's probably quite a big situation. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of people watching this live, probably, with all the different channels going on. And it's also a huge amount of money, of course. Not for him, I mean, he can afford it, but it's still quite significant in comparison to the average game that you're going to be playing. And he genuinely sounded super nervous there. So I don't know if Alexandra is going to be picking up on that. Often the more intuitive people will pick up on these things, whether consciously or subconsciously. And perhaps that would play into her decision. So now the next decision comes to Alan Keating. And I've actually played him, I think, in a high roller. I think in like 100K or something like that. He looks extremely familiar. I do believe he's kind of like mostly businessman, maybe used to be a professional poker player like back in the day before I was even thought of in the poker world. And he is 2 away from the button with ace-3 suited. 2 people have gone all in ahead of him. Well, this is actually pretty easy fold, even though it's only for 2 straddles. I think when Alexandra calls off, I can't see her doing this with too many worse hands. She's going to have a lot of hands like pocket 7s, pocket 8s, pocket 9s. Just by the way she was acting, it didn't feel like she had aces or kings. It's always possible. She's going to have a lot of like ace jacks, ace 10s, ace 9s, hands like that. And Phil is also going to have Alan dominated. Now, I'm pretty sure Alan is more of a gambler than I am in these kind of spots. I think he's more gambly than optimal, so I'm unsure what he's going to do. Let's see what he does.
I call.
Oh my god.
God.
And add another
Keating is the biggest hit. I'm all in.
55,000 to it.
Reese is all in.
So Alan goes for it, and we round to Mr. Beast, and he just snap calls. And he's obviously going with any 2 cards in this situation. And everybody is about to see that nobody has a strong hand. And Alexandra has by far the best of it.
And now we get an all-in over the top.
Insane straddle.
So let me get 56. I'm all in. Okay. Take it all.
This is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of a $300,000
Yeah, flip.
flip, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
All in block.
The penny back this whole time.
You think I would make some dumb
20,
decision?
30, 40,
So,
yeah.
50.
Yeah, 50.
So if you all in, how much do you have? We can have like a 200K pot.
It's definitely already, yeah.
Oh, really? Let's fucking go.
Yeah, this pot is 252,000 and growing. 277.
This right here.
What? Table
Okay,
just starts to
you're gonna
raise.
count it, right?
I've waited all fucking game for this moment, okay?
Yay.
Good news for Mr. Beast. He has live cards. Bad news, he's behind.
So now Mr. Beast goes all in over the top for 81,000 with the old Queen 5. I don't know how much money Mr. Beast has, but at least this tells us something about him. He loves to gamble, and I think we're going to see a lot more of this as these hands go on. So this now goes back around to Alexandra, and she has an easy decision to go all in. Hands are going to be on their back.
Funny money going on here at Hustler Casino Live. Just insanity.
I wanted to turn it like 300, 400.
And it's a fuck fest. Yeah, it just has a chance to be more fun.
25,000.
This is gonna be the hand of the night.
Yeah, more fast.
More fast.
Let's go. Let's get everyone in.
Oh, you know what? Give my card back.
Here, you take it. I love
How
you.
much is it?
25,500.
25,000.
I don't think
I tried to throw it in the slots and it ricocheted.
25,500. 5 more hundred.
Oh, you're in? There we
5
go.
more hundred.
Are you shitting me?
Wait,
Are you joining us?
Is this full weight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
25,500.
So
You can see the equity's running pretty close. I mean, Alex is the favorite with ace 9.
75. Oh, no, that's 80, 80, 80,
All right,
250.
put it in.
339,000 in there.
$300,000
How
now.
many times ever I'm gonna say this? I
Jesus Christ.
25.5, right?
Yeah, this
So I'll give you that, and then
So this is
here's the side,
over 300K now in the pot.
Alexander calls 25,500.
Looks like 339,000 now in the pot.
see it, 25.5.
So 25,500.
You didn't want to just add it all? Put her in?
He did.
I did, yeah. I did. I put it all in to make it
Okay, so
simple.
this
we're all on.
And now it's all up to Magic, our dealer.
Need
One of the 8 cameras will let us see that.
6,500.
Will White Magic strike? Will it be Phil Hellmuth's hands?
He didn't win all.
Alright, can't do it now.
Once or twice. Once or twice.
Wait,
Twice, gang.
I want twice.
can we just start over with different hands?
I want twice.
Twice?
No, what are we, pussies? I want once.
Okay.
Oh, wait. So one for twice, one for once. What do you want?
Everyone's got to
Everyone has to agree on
If
twice.
we
Oh.
go once, we go once.
I'll leave it up to you guys. I don't care.
We're doing one. Come on, guys.
I want just like an intense clip. I want to see it on Twitter.
Memes and eclipse and
Yeah, I just want one Twitter clip where I walk away with
Yeah,
300K.
one's more fun. You're right.
This game's gonna be over in 35 minutes.
So what?
So now the action goes back around to Alexandra and Alan. They both have very, very easy calls. I know it looks like a lot more money, but mathematically, when you're getting great pot odds, when you only need to put a small amount in to win a big amount, although the small amount is big in this case, you generally, there's something called pot committed. You generally just got to throw your chips in there in these kind of situations. And it's off to the races with a $340,000 pot. So this is a huge moment for YouTube content. And Mr. Beast wants to run it once. And I fucking respect that. He wants the clips, he wants the glory, he wants there to be a winner and a loser. And I think that's something that poker really, really needs an injection of. We need good content creators that have a good intuitive understanding about how to create something entertaining and not thinking about the little minutiae of, okay, we want to reduce variance, we want to make it easier for people to play. No, no, no. We want guts, we want glory, we want mayhem, we want fucking blood. And Mr. Beast is bringing that to the poker world. So now we see a $340,000 pot. Let's see the run out. I'm excited to see it.
I got an 8. Oh, he's stalling.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Queen.
Oh, that's
A 3?
wow.
Everyone is.
So she's winning.
Everybody pairs but Beast.
Everyone but me. Everyone but me. Come on.
So the flop comes to 9-8-3. Alexandra just absolutely crushing now. Everybody hits a pair with their ace and it's pretty much all irrelevant. So it's a great flop for her. It means that there are now only 2 8s and 2 3s out there, along with apparently 2 queens, although it should be 3 queens. I guess somebody folded a queen. So she's got 70% to lock up for a 340k pot. Let's see how it runs out.
That means there's 6 left for you, King.
How in the hell can someone?
That's fine.
I don't want to go.
I'm calling it right now. This is a queen. I'm calling it right now. This is a queen.
No queens.
I will literally
Another
tip you
nine.
$20,000.
So
for
9,
the queen.
3, 8, queens.
You better put a queen there in your best interest.
Magic's at $20,000 if you can put a queen on the river.
He's praying.
20 grand.
Even Magic can't do that. And Botez again. Are you kidding me?
He's got what, like
Ace 9 off.
600,000 now?
Top 100 female poker owners.
That's it. Did you crack it just now?
Damn, she holds. Oh man, that feels good. As an Alexandra fan, I can be pretty happy to see that result. I really don't know if she has all of her action here. I don't know if she's like splitting it with some people, if she has people staking her, if the show staked her or whatever it is. But judging by the reactions, I think it's still pretty damn big for her. So this is phenomenal to see, and congratulations Alexandra for winning pretty much a flip. for 340k. If you're looking to get better at poker, I have so much free YouTube content you can look at. In fact, I just finished a bankroll challenge where I turned $50 into $10,000, and I'm just about to start another bankroll challenge where I'm turning $10,000 into $100,000, and I'm vlogging every single fucking hand. If you want to get a little bit more in depth, I have a website, charliecarrel.com, and you can find out some more intricate and nuanced and deep analysis of this beautiful game of poker. Peace.